everybody, and welcome back to the Hilltop Pillbox here in Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada, and we are ready to rock and roll with Italy here on turn 5. We're in July of 1938, and yeah, things are kind of heating up. We got the Japanese and the Chinese killing each other by by the bushel, over here. We got the British bulking up a lot of stuff and putting a lot of stuff on escort duty. Don't know why. Don't know why they're doing that. A lot of stuff on escort duty. Look at all that. And the French putting in some quality troops into France here, hoping to stop the Germans from doing their shtick. And here we have Turkey. Turkey at war. We're playing with that expansion. And someone had asked me, where's the Yavuz? And what I had done was I had set these things aside to paint them. And I paint in my garage just so I don't stink up the house. And it got so bloody cold here. And by bloody cold in BC, I mean it was about minus 10. Being a prairie boy, I'm a little ashamed saying that. But here in the lower mainland, minus 10. But it's also really, like, it's a wet cold. It gets right down to the bones and takes a long time to heat up. So I decided to wait until it got a little warmer, but here you go. This is I think it's called Flirt Alert Red, and that's what that looks like right there. So I really like that color. It's good. And yeah, we're going to be doing some very simple things here today. We're not rolling for Turkey though, because as you can see, as the dice say, I've got 3 successes, and the Comintern has 1. The Allies haven't tried anything there. So we're going to wait, and if the Soviet Union starts rolling again, then we'll have to pick up the pace. I don't want to win it yet, though, because in 4 turns, in 4 turns from right now, they get another fighter and a heavy bomber or something, or not a heavy bomber, a medium bomber, and infantry or something, militia, I don't know. They got some more junk that I wouldn't have to pay for, so we're going to hold off on this. Speaking of the Soviet Union, they've really thrown in with the Allies here. They've been lend-leasing stuff down to China. You can see there's a Soviet fighter down here. Look at that. And paint job again by my good buddy Panzer King. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love that. And then, of course, the Chinese fighter. That's the Flying Tiger sent by the Americans. So they're really bulking up China, trying to stop the Japanese onslaught, and they're doing a pretty good job of it. We're also getting terrible rolls as the Axis so far in our battles this game. It started with the battle between Argentina and Brazil in the Navy, and yeah, and it's kind of carried on. If it wasn't for the Japanese Air Force, we likely would have not succeeded in many of these. But yeah, on to bigger things here. We've got the Italians. We have $11. We're spending 9, saving 2. We're going to buy a colonial cavalry, a special cavalry detachment. He's going to go into Eritrea. We're also buying a marine and 1 infantry. That's another 7. So that's 7 and 9, and so we've got 2 left over. But right now, we're going to roll. And the roll that we're going for today, folks, is a long-range aircraft right there. Looks like everybody else wants it, so we're going to see if we can't get that. And we need a 7 or better. Who loves you? Look at that. All right, so we're going to take that and put that on long-range aircraft. We'll cover up one of these if I can. Oh, I don't want to cover up the Germans. We'll cover up the Soviets. There you go. All right, so we got our first stage of long-range aircraft, and there you go. So, not a lot of stuff going on here.
Boring!
The movements are going to be pretty simple. So we got a fighter here. He's going to come on down, Tripolitania. We got the tactical coming down as well. And we have... Oh, right. Mr. Transport. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, and just kind of chill right there. And that is all we're doing for the Italians. Very simple, very simple. So time to put our place units on. So this guy's got to go into Eritrea. So now we have 3 cavalry down here. One's just a cavalry. This is the special cavalry, and the Duce, and this is the one I just built. And you're going to ask me, what's the name of that? And I'm going to say it is the...
Boring.
I don't know. Can't find the name. All right, it is the Royal Corps of Libyan Colonial Troops. What? Is that what that is? Oh, it is. So I can actually place it in Libya, but I'm going to keep it right here. I could put it up in Tripolitania, but I'm going to put it right here. All right, and then we got our Marines, and of course they're going to go up top. And our infantry. He's also going to go into northern Italy. All right, no other movements going around though. Still got our mountain guy there on Sicily. And that's everything. So we collect $10. So of course, I neglected to bring a 10 over. Here's a 10 spot. 10 plus 2. There we go. $12 for Italy. We got our long-range aircraft, and time is now ticking towards the inevitable. And I'm going to pass things on over to Panzer King with the Americans, who have been really causing a lot of grief here this game. They're supposed to be pacifists and making refrigerators and trying to get out of the Great Depression, but no, they're sending stuff over to China, down to Brazil. They're just stirring it up everywhere. So we'll have to see what Italy's going to do about that. I think there's more Italians living in America right now than there is in Rome, so could be a tough sell. All right, folks, that's it for Italy. On to the Americans.